Time for business. I'm pleased to announce Cole Stangler joins us. Markets rebounding earlier this week, but losses piling up again this Thursday. Cole will explain what this all means.
That's right, Mark. The roller coaster ride continuing, all fueled, of course, by fears over the coronavirus. Approval of an aid package in U.S. Congress helped lift markets, and shares in Asia posted gains earlier. But that optimism ultimately proving short-lived. Wall Street heavily in the red on Thursday. The Dow Jones closing with losses of more than 3.5%. S&P not far behind. Airline companies among the worst hit. Southwest Airlines shares were down after posting a revenue warning. Cruise lines also posting heavy losses. Shares for Royal Caribbean were down more than 16%. Now, that's after major European indices all finished in negative territory. The FTSE sliding more than 1.5%. CAC 40 here in Paris down nearly 2%, while the DAX was down about 1.5%. Losses too on the bourse in Milan. Now, Italy, of course, has been one of the hardest hit from the coronavirus, and with many businesses closed, authorities are aiming to prop up the economy, doubling the amount of aid first promised. On Thursday, the government unveiled a €7.5 billion aid package. It includes funding for healthcare, law enforcement, and more. Take a listen.
There will be measures that will let us support incomes and protect jobs and strengthen social service benefits. The objective is that no one will have to lose their job because of the coronavirus. There will be measures to support the companies in the areas and the sectors outside of the areas that have been hit, that have been impacted.
Now, the airline industry also stands to lose big from the virus. The sector could lose some €100 billion in revenue this year. That's according to the International Air Transport Association. It released a report on Thursday weighing up damage to the sector. Losses were initially expected largely in China, but as the coronavirus has spread, so has the damage under a so-called extensive spread scenario. Airlines estimate passenger revenue in Europe would actually take a harder hit than in Asia. You can see here, sales declining about a quarter in each case. The US and Canada weathering the storm a bit better, at least at the moment. Still a very gloomy picture overall, though. The head of the Airline Association saying, quote, "The turn of events as a result of COVID-19 is almost without precedent." Next up, here in France, the COVID-19 virus increasingly taking a toll on business. Includes everyone from taxi drivers to horticulturalists. Ellen Gainsford has more.
At Beauvais Airport, on the outskirts of Paris, this taxi rank is at a standstill. Since the coronavirus outbreak, business has dropped by around 80%.
As you can see, there are a lot of taxis that don't have any customers. We do 1 or 2 trips a day. That's nothing.
Hotels are also feeling the pinch. Reservations have dropped drastically. This one only has 6 people staying in it.
It's devastating, because in our line of work, we can't make up the money we've lost. It's not like we sell cars and I could sell 2 next week. We aren't going to make back the money, so cash flow is going to be very tight.
Even areas of France where there haven't been any cases yet are affected. This flower nursery in Essonne, in the centre of the country, has seen orders slow at what's usually a busy time of the year around Mother's Day. Florists are now wary because of the coronavirus.
They are placing orders, but only small quantities, and at the last moment, because they're scared that there won't be enough demand and that the markets will be closed.
10,000 of these tulips haven't been picked, and now they've opened, they're unsellable. If the coronavirus crisis continues, half of all self-employed people in France say they're worried about the future of their businesses.
And finally, staying here in Paris, which apparently is a great place to invest if you have the means to do so. According to global real estate firm Savills, the French capital has seen one of the biggest spikes in luxury housing prices worldwide. At over 6%, it beat out New York, Dubai, and Hong Kong, just behind Berlin for the highest increase. It's over a 12-month stretch ending last September. The firm looked at what's known as, quote, prime real estate or housing that's above €2 million in value. Clearly an investment for some, Mark. The rising prices also a source of frustration for others, many saying the city is becoming increasingly less affordable.
The haves, the have-nots. And one of the things is that once this sort of the profile of the city changes, the charm and the atmosphere of the city changes too. So it's important to have that social mix to keep that alive.
Right.
How you do that, I don't know. Cole, thank you very much indeed. Cole with the business. Great to see you.